Hi guys, White Witch 110. Let's try this once more. Yes. Let's see. I was going to read this outside by Walk Through a Spider Web. So I said no. Then we have Gizzy making his complaint. And then I read part of the story and it didn't sound right, so I rewrote it. And I'm wishing I had a room I could close myself in. Okay. Hang on. Okay, so let's try this. Every ounce of my flesh was telling me something was wrong. I regretted the day I had rented their house. They had seemed like such a nice old couple, but this obsession with me was unnerving. I was not looking forward to nightfall, I can tell you. I had horrible visions of them driving up to the house with headlights out, them sneaking around the property searching for a way in. I shook myself, unloaded the car, and went inside. Then I wondered about my car. I hesitated a moment, then went back out to bring it closer to the porch. What that was supposed to do? I'm not sure, but I felt more comfortable. I didn't feel like decorating. The wind was taken out of my sail. I sat in my living room staring out the window. I didn't want to move, but my stomach was complaining. I threw together a sandwich and resumed my position. What the hell was I doing? I was listening to my gut. I thought to myself, I should leave and hang out with a friend. Then, in a second, I thought, no. What if they are hiding close by and follow me? I felt trapped. I don't know when it happened, but I found myself curled up on the sofa with the sun shining outside. I jumped to the window and all was clear. I still couldn't take a deep breath of relief. I despised feeling this way. I should be happy decorating my new place, but instead I felt to flee. I couldn't afford another move. What to do? What to do? I didn't want to leave the house for fear they'd come back and find a way in. I couldn't go into work. They would find me there. Why did I say I'd have them over? Damn, what do I need to be so polite for? My cell phone rang, causing me to jump. It was my friend Sheila. She asked if she could come over and help. I said yes without a thought. It took her an hour to arrive. She brought lunch. Sheila was attuned to me. She inquired as to my nervousness. I explained from the beginning. Her first thought was to say I was overreacting. Then she thought and agreed. It was very strange. Something wasn't right. I understand you want to stay, but I won't feel comfortable with you on your own out here. Your neighbors are miles away. Pack a bag and come to my place. I thanked her for being a true friend. I expressed my concern for her safety if there were something wrong with them. I'll pack a bag and be back. I don't want you alone. I told her I'd be fine, but she heard it in my voice. A stalemate, you would say. Okay, keep on your phone. I'm grabbing some stuff, and I'll be right back. I told Sheila there was no need, but she put her foot down. It didn't matter what I said, it was happening. I gave in because there was never a chance I'd win. Tina, make sure the door is locked. What does their car look like? I gave her a description. I may have seen one fitting the description. She warned off viewing from the window. I stated the obvious, that my car was outside. If it were them, they watched her leave. I took a few breaths, telling myself to calm down. I did what she requested. She continued communication. The car's gone. I heard the panic in her voice now. Sheila was worrying. Who would expect an old couple? We've both watched too many movies, I expressed. 2 against 2. Should we invite someone to make it 3 against 2? I backed her up, saying this was quickly getting out of hand. This was all ridiculous. I had overreacted, and she should go home. I'd be fine. Sheila was adamant she was going nowhere. We got to decorating, and we're having a fun time of it. Fun until we heard the knock on the door. We froze in our spot. Trying to breathe quietly was crazy, but that's what we did. The knock came again. Do you think they'll leave? We could be out walking the property. I said they likely would have heard us. And there we still stood. Moments later, we heard the car pull away from the house. I've likely upset them, which will have made it worse. Before Sheila could respond, my phone rang. It was them. I had to think of a lie on the spot, so I picked up. They called me sweetie, explaining they had just been to the house and I didn't answer the door. They had heard us inside. We were hanging wallpaper and we couldn't leave to answer. I'm so sorry. They were eager to offer they'd turn around. I again suggested that they wait till the renovation was complete. I didn't want them to see the mess. I wanted things to be perfect for them to see. The tone in the elderly woman's voice softened. I kept my breath until I hung up. Then I exhaled like never before. You think they bought it? I think so. I sure hope so, I said. Sheila said she'd stay a few days anyways. We hadn't hung out in a while. I thought it was an excellent idea. Over the week she stayed, we achieved a lot. The house was almost complete. The day before Sheila was to leave, the couple arrived. The knock at the door. We glanced at each other as I walked to open it. I smiled wide and invited them in. I played the proud novice renovator. My nerves were gone, but I was happy to show them around. They said it was simply adorable. Sheila brewed the coffee and had it ready when we got to the kitchen. They questioned her as to when and where we had met. Did we work together? How far away did she live? The question she was not comfortable answering. Her response was, not far. They visited for an hour, then took their leave. I don't like that vibe, Tina. They asked too many questions. That's why I suggested you go home, I reminded her. It was too late. The questions had been answered. They now knew about both of us. Sheila arrived home. There were a few things to take care of before she could relax. When chores were complete, she brewed a tea and proceeded to go outside. Her favorite thing to do was sit on her porch while the sun shone. The warmth was always a welcoming. As she was walking to the door, she noticed a car across the street. It was their car. How did they know where she lived? That information she hadn't given out. Sheila supposed they found it through the internet. Putting down her tea on the hall side table, she dialed me. Tina, they're outside, she whispered. What? Are you sure? Yes. I was going out to sit on my porch with my morning tea when I noticed them. What is their problem? Are they that lonely they need to stalk people? Sheila wasn't laughing. I don't know what's up with them. I don't know what they want. I had no inkling they were like this when I met them. I was stressed. The car door opened and the woman stepped out. Tina, I think she's coming over. And we will leave it there. for tonight. I wonder what she wants. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. And until that time, ciao for now.